Tell him, Vanessa. You and Lola came to Llanview to get away from Montez. This guy's bad news, John. They needed a place to be safe.
Well, she seems pretty safe now. Doesn't she?
Clear the patient, please.
It's a gunshot wound. I was applying pressure vested.
All right, let's go. Antonio, you don't need to do this. You know the drill.
I don't worry about Lola.
Please, can I go with Vanessa?
Sure. We'll take her with us. I should go with them.
Well, then I'm going with you. I let you out of my sight once, and I'm not going to let it happen again.
You know, the whole time I was gone, all I could think about was you. That's what got me through that. Come on.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry you had to see this. I'm sorry all of you had to. But the auntie and the police seem to have everything in hand, so why don't we all go home now?
I don't think so, Dr. Lord. I don't think you're going anywhere.
Gigi, I'm sorry.
Michael,
No.
you have to tell me where Rex is.
I can't.
What?
He would want me to know where he is. He would want me to be
As
there
long
with
as
him.
Rex is unable to speak for himself, his wife is acting as his custodian. And without her permission, I can't tell you anything. I'm sorry.
Michael, you're Rex's doctor. How could it possibly be good for him to be isolated from the people who love him? Adriana's name is on a marriage certificate, so that means she can just do whatever she
Gigi,
wants to him.
try to understand where I'm
No,
coming
I am
from,
going out of
okay?
my mind, Michael. I'm losing it. Rex needs me. And since Shane found out that Rex is his dad, he hasn't even been able to see him. Rex needs to know how much Shane and I need him, and he needs to hear it from me.
It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not. Not if Rex dies. And I never get to see him again. Michael, please. Please. Think what it would be like if you thought that you might never be able to see the love of your life again.
I didn't keep this information from you. You could have found it any time you wanted.
Oh, and I would have if I knew you were lying to Marty about the most important thing in her entire life. She has a son out there who does not know she is alive. My God. My God. What else are you keeping from her?
What is this, some high and mighty routine? Give me a break. You had no problem taking Ramsey's money when she went to live with him. When I offered you more money, you had no questions for me either. So why all of a sudden so inquisitive, Janet?
It's Marty Saybrook. Her son Cole thinks she's dead. He misses her. And if she's alive and living with Manning, that also means she's living with the man who raped her.
Look, I would have been upset no matter what. It doesn't matter why I found out.
You're right. Actually, it doesn't matter. All that matters is what you're going to do with this information.
John, how lucky we are that you were here.
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about the man you saw, the man with the gun.
No problem. Go right ahead.
I think we should do this down at the station, Dr. Lord.
Of course. I'll come with you. Blair, I hope you don't mind seeing that the kids get home.
Sure, I can do that for you.
Good. Langston, no matter what happens to your Uncle Ray, it's obvious he's not fit to be your guardian. So I'm going to go down to the court tomorrow and petition to have them name me your guardian. All right, so, all right. Andiamo.
So, kids, you want to go home? Let's go home, all right?
Would you be all right if I took Langston home?
Langston, is that what you want, sweetheart? Yeah, please. Okay. All right. Star, Cole, come with me?
Yeah. Come here. Oh, I'm so glad you did not have to be on that plane with him. Me too. I'll see you.
Come on, sweetie.
Thank you.
You think I'm a jerk for being glad what happened kept you from getting on that plane?
Well, then I would be one too because I feel the same way.
I'm just so glad this whole nightmare's over.
I'm not sure that it is.
You heard what Dr. Lloyd said.
Yeah, but I just have a bad feeling. I feel like she didn't just happen to see the man who was about to shoot my Uncle Ray. I think she was expecting it.
Interviewing Dorian Lord in regards to the shooting at Llanview Airport. For the record, Dr. Lord, you've waived your right to have an attorney present.
And why would I need an attorney? I'm here merely as a witness.
Yes. Can you tell us what you saw today at the airport?
Indeed. I saw a man dressed in a pilot's uniform reach into his jacket and pull out a gun. And that is when I shouted for help.
In a crowded airport, a lot of things going on. Can you tell me how you happen to notice this particular man?
I have very good eyesight.
Excuse me. What do you got, Thomas? Thank you. Dr. Lord, you know that this man, the man that you saw, was a contract killer, a hired gun, so to speak. So the question is, how badly do you want to keep Langston away from her uncle?
Everything's gonna be all right. I'm afraid. We're alone in this country. We have no one to help us here.
I don't know what happened to Carlo Hesser after he dumped me in that prison.
And gave you Montez's name so that no one could track you down?
Antonio, I would never have gotten out of there if Vanessa hadn't gone looking for her husband. She pulled strings, paid people off, did whatever she had to do to get me out of there.
Because you promised to get her and that girl out of Colombia.
I'm not saying she's a saint, but I am standing here for a reason. And she was scared to death that Montez would come looking for her and Lola after she testified against him at that, well, his murder trial. Mm-hmm. Maybe he got wind that she was on her way here and...
No, he's been in Llanview ever since he left prison.
What?
He came here with Jared Banks. He was working on some kind of deal with Clint Buchanan.
Do we know what my grandpa wanted with Montez?
No idea, but Montez is not only Vanessa's husband, he's also related to Langston Wilde.
So this is just some big coincidence that both Montez and his wife ended up here in Llanview?
Maybe. Maybe not.
My mom was right, you know, you were awesome.
I just spoke to John because of you and Langston.
Thank you.
When I saw that gun and heard it go off, all I could think about was you and the baby. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, you know, everything's fine now.
What do you mean now?
Well, yesterday, I had these, contractions.
Contractions? Doesn't that mean...
Cole, don't. It was a false labor.
So you and the baby you're okay?
We're fine now. But Dr. Jacqueline said that I might be having a baby sooner than we thought.
Marty has a right to know about her son. She needs to know there's someone out there that cares about her.
She's got someone who cares about her right here.
You? You raped her! You think that didn't come up on the search? Well, it did. In disgusting detail. Now, you tell me what kind of a sick game you are playing with Marty's life. My God. She is falling in love with you.
So what? I'm falling in love with her, too.